Alright, what's up everybody? So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I use my analog equipment to mix rap vocals. But of course, you can use these exact same principles and techniques with plugins, which you really should, because at the end of the day, the plugin is emulating the physical hardware. So treat your plugins as if they were physical hardware and you're going to get a much better sound at the end of the day. So just follow exactly what I'm doing, whether you have a plugin or the physical equipment, and you will definitely get a really good sound out of it. So let's kick it off with what I am doing right now. So I always begin the mix with just proper gain staging. So what that'll look like is I will use the +4 output on all my pieces of equipment that I have, and I'll shoot for my gain to not go any higher than around 0 on the VU meter. If it goes above 0 on the VU meter, you're gonna start hearing some distortion. So unless that is something that you are intentionally going for, do not go above 0 or you're gonna start getting some kind of gritty, dirty tone to your vocals. So for me, I like to make them try to sound as clean as possible. So at no point in the vocal, there should never be a point where it will go above 0 on the VU meter. So after I have gotten the proper gain staging, I will then do gain reduction. I start with a 20:1 ratio and start with some limiting on the vocal, and I will try to shoot for around 1 to 2 decibels of gain reduction. After I've done that, I go back and use the makeup knob, and I will just make up for that gain that I ended up, I make up for the gain reduction that I had just done with the makeup knob, and then I will then move on to the KT2A, which I am on right now. So with that, I will then do the exact same thing, gain staging. So I will use the KT2A, make sure that I'm not going above 0 on the VU meter, make sure that it is +4 on the output, and then I will then move on to gain reduction. So right now, I'm just kind of dialing in the settings, making sure that I am not going above 0 on the VU meter. Once I see that it is properly gain staged and everything looks good, that's when I move on to gain reduction. So you'll see in a second here as I will then move on to actually doing some compression.
Deep down inside, don't let them out. Back by my side, wanted you to.
So yeah, whenever I use the KT2A, which as you guys already know, it's a LA2A style compressor, I usually aim for around anywhere from 3 to 4 decibels gain reduction. I don't go above 4. If I go above 4, I notice it just sounds way too compressed. And unless that is something that you're going for, that's something that is, it's a stylistic choice for you, go ahead, be my guest. But for me, I don't ever go above 3 to 4 decibels of gain reduction on the KT2A. I just don't like the sound of it. It doesn't sound as clean. So I'll usually aim for around 3 to 4 decibels of gain reduction, and then I just go back and use the input knob to, the output gain to make up for that, and then I'll move on to the EQ, which is on the bottom. So again, I'm just dialing in my settings right now and making sure that I'm not going above 0 on the VU meter after I have done some reduction.
I'm still not sure where my trust lays. I just want you back by my side. Wanted you to be my bride. Broke my stride. All these feelings.
And for this mix, I didn't even process their vocals through the Avalon, and it still sounds absolutely amazing. So now I am using the EQ, and I just bypassed it, and now it is engaged.
Wanted you to be my bride. Broke my stride. All these feelings I gotta hide. Hold them deep down inside. Don't let them out. All you did was feel my tail. I just wanna scream and shout. You said so much shit. Don't know what that's about. I'm so tired.
And engaged. So you'll hear right away that it sounds less bassy, less muddy. That is why I'm absolutely in love with this EQ. This thing has made a huge difference in my mixes. They sound way more clear. They sit way better in the mix. It just makes it a lot easier for the vocals to just sound more professional, I guess I should say. I absolutely love this thing. So that is what my little chain looks like as of right now, guys. That is the analog equipment that I use and how I get my mixes to sound as good as they do. And again, guys, there will be a link in the description so that you can go and listen to the finished song. Go listen to it and come back and let me know what you think of the mix. Like I said, I think that this is my best work up to this date. I love the way it came out. It sounds great. Could 100% pass as being recorded in a professional studio and mixed and mastered in one as well. I think it turned out great. So go ahead, go listen to it. Let me know what you think of it. And for anyone who is interested, I am going to start taking on other people's work. So if you want to have your music mixed, mastered through some really good gear and just overall make it sound professional, go to the description. I will have my email down there and we can discuss rates and I can get you started and help you start making some amazing music. So that about wraps it up, guys. Stay tuned because I'm going to make a part 2 to this video where I show the plugins that I use to finish the mixing and mastering. And just a side note, all the plugins that I use are very, very affordable, and I can show you guys some plugins that will 100% make a difference to your mixes and masters. So that's about it, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys all in my next video. So peace out, everybody.